Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good afternoon. I hope you all in a good condition. So, we are from group 8 are gonna explain about experiencing bee culture. Before we start the explanation, I want to tell you about our member. So, my name is Siti Azizatur Rahmah and my friends Hilma Turifda and Rizka Dwi Cahyanti. So, in these videos, we are gonna talk about the lesson learned, reading response, and reading summary, and the last is unique vocabulary. So, here we go. So, for the first is reading summary. The passage is about the cultural difference between Iran and the United States. The differences start with the way the streets are organized. In Esfahan, everything looks smaller. Many of the streets are narrow because they used to be alleys for walking. Then, in Houston, the streets are very wide and it has 6 lanes. The biggest difference is the way the driver behave in each place. Esfahani drivers pay attention to other drivers but not the rules. In contrast, Houston drivers almost always follow the rules, but they do not pay much attention to other drivers. The second is lesson learned. Here, I will present the lesson that I can learn from our poster entitled Experience Bee Culture. Previously, from the story, it tells a little about the difference between driving into countries, where someone who is told in that section moves to another country. And it turns out that he found a marked difference between the country and his own country regarding the driving rules. Well, this is a lesson that can be taken from the story part. The lesson I can take from the term of the bicultural difference is how we respect the culture and rules in other people areas, even though it makes us uncomfortable, but at least we follow the existing rules. So that we don't no harm others and do not harm ourselves. That is the importance of appreciating the two cultural difference. Besides being able to experience them, we can also understand what the differences are in the two different regions.
Reading response. We can see on the passage above that the writer tells us her or his experience in two countries. Before moving to Houston, the driver lived in Esfahan. The writer got some difference about driving in between these two countries. The writer felt more comfortable to drive in Houston because of a huge way, and after the writer come back to Esfahan, the writer surprised and afraid to drive in Esfahan. In this text, I discovered that the writer had changed and be a big cultural person. In this way, if I be the writer, I can take a positive way to apply in my hometown to get more comfortable city traffic and maybe can give more good impact to be a better country. Thank you.
So, for the next is unique vocabulary. So, we are gonna explain 5 unique vocabulary from this passage. The first one is arrow. The meaning is a sign consisting of a straight line with an upside down V shape at one end of it that points in a particular direction, used to show where something is. For the sentence is, I followed the arrows to the car park. And for the second unique vocabulary is lane.
The meaning is a section of a white road that is marked by painted white lines to keep lines of traffic separate. For the sentence, I hate changing lanes when the traffic is heavy.
Okay, the next is honk. The meaning is if a ghost or a car horn honks, it makes a short, loud sound. The sentence is the man honks the horn. Next is hereditary. The meaning is move from ancestor to grandchildren and so on. The sentence is the myth there is belief in the village has been believed for hereditary. Next is violated. The meaning is something that is contrary to legal obligation. The sentence is yesterday Hussein violated the traffic rules. Okay, until here the explanation of the poster from our group. Thank you and Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.